Alright, well, I happened to pick myself up a 385 today. Yeah, 385. Kind of see it, not really. Need to clean it off. The price was really nice, so that's why I got it. I knew there were a couple issues with it, like, first off, no coil, which I'm fine with, and no handle on the recoil. And then I started going into it, and then it's just silly stuff like holes stripped out, broken bolts, or screws I had to cut off because too tight. And then I started looking, pulled the muffler off, and then I wasn't too happy. So some pretty decent scoring, and even a little bit on the intake side, which I think is weird. But the exhaust fairly heavy. I got the piston or the cylinder off. And the frustrating thing is I can see some the hash marks or whatever, you know. But that scoring, so it's like someone honed it and then put it back together almost. I don't know, but I don't like it. So I think it's gonna get a new top end, but the bottom end seems okay. Everything seems good. The rod looks nice, not hot. But there's a lot of shit in the crankcase and on the lobe of the crank, which I don't like. So I knew the saw had been sitting for a little bit, but I think it's been sitting for a while. So I'm sure all those fines and shit were in the gas that was sitting in the bottom of the case, and then it dried up. So not great. So I'm glad I pulled it apart just so I can clean the bottom end out a little bit, but she's a little bit rougher than what I expected. But for 385, not terrible. Haven't really looked at parts yet. Hopefully they're not outrageous. But this is definitely a turd saw, like Tin Man would say. She's a turd saw. But she's mine, and I love her. So we'll get her back right here shortly.